Everybody, Mike Lawson here with Experience Beyond Measure series presented by the fine folks at Cantissimo Senior Living, your innovative source of lifestyle and wellness information for the 55 and over community. As your trusted advisor, Cantissimo Senior Living provides connections for active adults and their families in 3 areas. Number 1, connections to inspire information resources for daily living. Number 2, connections with family, friends, and like-minded people the world over. And 3, connections to the best in living lifestyles. And it's all delivered in simple, straightforward language. Cantissimo Senior Living helps individuals discover the vibrant, worry-free lives they have always envisioned. And to that end, we are happy to present this video interview series featuring guests speaking on a broad range of topics focused on healthy and happy aging. We have Linda Malys Yore. Linda, how are you doing today?
I'm great. It's a great day to be alive.
Got that right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. So you are kind of a social media, I don't want to say social media star, unless you want to say that, because you've been a blogger and doing all sorts of really cool stuff. And it's all kind of related to fitness, right? If you can give us a quick background.
Yes, fitness and travel.
Okay.
I don't think you can have one without the other.
That's true.
It all started when I have a love of travel, but if you don't have your health, you really don't have anything else. Mm-hmm. So I sort of incorporated both of them. And then, of course, the pandemic hit, and now everybody seems to be stuck at home, more so.
Yes.
Depending on what part of the country or what part of the world you're from. So this is where fitness plays in, because I know that some people were battling with depression, mm-hmm. with boredom. And we just have to keep going, put one foot ahead of the other every single day, wake up with a positive mindset. And exercise is so vitally important for our joints and just to get stay flexible, and for just getting our daily dose of endorphins, which are feel-good hormones that help us to put everything in perspective.
Okay, you are talking my language, because I am all about fitness. I'm not, you don't have to be some superstar Olympic athlete,
no, you don't.
Or triathlete or whatever, lifting, 5 million pounds or whatever. Just go out there and move around. That's what you're talking my language. I like
Absolutely.
It does
Absolutely.
So
I'm not encouraging anybody to go and run a marathon or do a triathlon. You just do what it is that you like. It could be walking. It could be going for a bicycle ride. It could be doing water aerobics in the pool when the weather's warm. Yeah. It's just doing something.
Right. And so let's talk about how you've kind of transferred this thought process, this philosophy to your blog. So tell us about that. How did you get started, and kind of what interests you in this?
Okay, so I got started. I got my love of travel. I was gifted my love of travel from my parents, and I passed it along to my children. And so when we would travel together, my daughter would say, "Mom, you really need to share this with people." Social media is not just about the young children. There's all kinds of people of all kinds of ages, and I think they would really, really enjoy seeing some of your adventures. Mm-hmm. So I didn't want to do it. I was, I really didn't have any interest in it. And so one day she saw something in me that I did not see. And she gifted me for Christmas in 2017, my website, Linda on the Run, and all the social media platforms that go along with it. And it basically, she's been my mentor and has helped me out. And she was right. There are a lot of people, a lot of friendly people, a lot of inquisitive people, a lot of people that really just want to know what is out there, what are some options, and you're never too late. It's never too late to fulfill your dreams.
Agreed. So what are some of the topics that you talk about? What are some of the things that you talk about?
So I share, like now during this pandemic, I am sharing. I don't travel internationally, so we're doing more staycations. We're doing, showing things that are available to people wherever they live. My current home is in Florida, so we're doing, things around Florida, speaking about kindness and definitely speaking about gratitude, because every morning when I wake up with my health, that's a great day.
Yep.
Because if you don't have your health, you have nothing really.
Yep.
And how precious that is, and how we want to take care of our health and build our immunity and be as healthy as possible to fight off whatever virus or bacteria, whatever is coming our way.
Yeah,
and it's all out there, so we just need to be precautious and aware. And these are the things that I talk about. And I really have some really nice followers. They have nice engagement. And so it's been a really pivot from all travel in the past several years to now getting more socially intimate with getting to know my followers and revealing more things about myself, like my running or swimming or whatever it is that I happen to be doing. Some of my vegan ideas about, and not, it's not for everybody every day like it is for me, but if you want to cut back or improve your diet or take a suggestion, that's what I'm all about, sharing.
I wanted to just real briefly here. What's a day in the life of Linda like as far as fitness goes? Do you go for a run? Do you go for a swim? Do you both? Or what's that?
Well, today, okay, so let's take today. Today is in the 50s in Florida. And I got up and I went for a 6-mile run. That's pretty much, I run Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I like I said, that's what works for me. People could go bowling, they could play tennis, but I arrange my schedule around that, around my running. So then I come home and have a nutritious lunch, and then I sit down at my desk. Today I have the pleasure of speaking with you, and otherwise I work on my website. And I have to say now, I've got addicted to Netflix. So most evenings I find that I like Netflix or Amazon Prime.
Mm-hmm.
Off, with the hour or so of TV at night, just to decompress.
Right. That's our house too. We're right on the same wavelength for sure. So let's get back to social media here. So what's your favorite thing about engaging on social media? What kind of keeps you going with it? It sounds like you've really developed this great relationship with your followers.
Yeah. So I'd say my two main platforms currently are Instagram and my Facebook, my business page, Linda on the Run, on Facebook. Some people of my generation are not too familiar with Instagram, so I have more people of my age, my generation, on Facebook. And then there's Instagram, which is a totally different beast in itself. Oh, yeah. Spans all genres, all ages, all over the world. I do have TikTok. That is a learning curve still for me. So
you're ahead of me in that respect. I don't have TikTok, so
right. That's sort of a still a learning curve about making all the videos, editing all them and everything. But I'm you have to do what you have to do. So
exactly.
Learning,
they're fun.
And trying, and it is. I have made friends all over the world, and when travel ever does resume, and I'll say I'm going to go to such and such a place. Mm-hmm. They, want to have lunch or give me some suggestions of what to do or where to go. There's just plenty of people that the world is really a smaller place. Yes. Due to social media. Really.
I agree there. So what does your online success mean to you now? Because it sounds like it's incredibly fulfilling for you. It
is, but it's also a very grave responsibility. Mm-hmm. I don't take it lightly. People look to me for advice. People look to me for direction sometimes. People look sometimes or consider me an example, and that's basically what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to show people we have to be grateful for what we have, and life is not a dress rehearsal. We have to take what we have been given and do with it what we can with the circumstances that we can. And we can't ever give up on our dreams. Never, ever give up on our dreams.
Yep, I agree with that wholeheartedly. And so how would you recommend retirees kind of step out of their comfort zones and accomplish their goals, whether it's fitness, travel, or starting a new hobby or anything like that? Because stepping out of your comfort zone is a hard thing to do, but it can also be incredibly rewarding. So what advice do you have for folks out there?
Can be very scary. I definitely agree. It can be very scary.
Oh, yeah.
So I would say baby steps. Baby steps. I can give an example. I took a European vacation in 2019 by myself. It was literally my first international solo, and I was terrified. I just did baby steps, and people are really very nice. If I had a question I needed to ask, I just stopped somebody and asked them, and everybody was very, very kind. Baby steps. If you want to start an exercise program, after you speak to your doctor about it, tell him what your goals are and what you would hope to achieve. Baby steps, because we don't want sore muscles. We don't want achy joints. We want it to be a positive experience. Go within your limits of what your body tells you, and do some research. If it's a new hobby, do some research. If you're wanting to travel more, start local, start in your state. You're responsible, and practice all the guidelines that are in place right now. Hopefully that's not going to be forever.
Yeah, that's what too.
And just be positive. Do what you can without overstepping, but getting out of your comfort zone is very much a growing experience.
Oh, it's a good thing for sure.
Yes, it is.
And speaking of goal, you mentioned setting goals. So you've accomplished some pretty amazing goals with your fitness. How would you encourage kind of older adults who are just getting started with their fitness goals? Because it sounds like, this is something that's been ingrained in your life, but for other folks, it might be something new. So what advice do you have for them?
Right. That's correct. Running has always been a part of my adult life. That's correct. I think it all depends on what a person's end result is.
Yeah, you're right.
If you want to run a 5K, that's a definite end result that you could work for. And, you could look online for training plans or join a local running group, or walking is big. Walking is huge. Mm-hmm. It all depends on if you want to be healthier, then that's a different goal. It all depends. I'm a big proponent of the library. Here I am. I'm dating myself. Age I am, but I do like to go to the library and get a bunch of books and just sit down and spread them all out and look at them all. And of course, I still always go online to research. But just have a reasonable goal in mind. If you have an accountability partner, that really, really helps. But the best accountability person truly is yourself. Mm-hmm. Take responsibility and write it down, put it on your refrigerator, and just start small. Walk 10 minutes or walk 15 minutes. 15 minutes every day or every other day is a lot of time to have to budget in a very busy schedule. Mm-hmm. You want to start slow. And for me personally, I do all my fitness during the week, because the weekends are just too full of commitments for me. So you have to be flexible and adaptable, but it all boils down to what is your goal.
Yep. And the accountability too is so important. That's what, if you can get a friend to kind of, hey, did you do your run today? Did you do your swim today? Did you do your walk today? That type of thing. If you can bounce that off each other,
yes,
that's huge.
Yes, I agree.
Good stuff. So before I let you go, though, I want to know what your favorite place, since you've done all this travel, I want to know what your favorite place you've been to, or maybe there's a couple that you want to mention.
Right. So I would suggest anybody in the world go to Machu Picchu in Peru. That is like totally incredible, and that was a game changer. Any of the European capitals that anybody, like London, of course, Paris, you can never be there. You can never visit enough. There's always something. For me, I'm very fortunate to travel with my daughters whenever they invite me. And that is, to me, multi-generational travel is another thing that I talk a lot about because I have such personal experience with it. So pretty much any trip that I go on with my family is always memorable. Ireland, it was a favorite. That was, kissing the Blarney Stone was a once in a lifetime experience. Now, I don't know when that will resume, but I'm counting on this, all the world teaming up and beating this for within the foreseeable future. So some people like the beach. I like to go to the mountains as well. Anywhere is a destination. I personally like to cruise because I like to go and not have to worry about making dinner for 7 days or how many ever days. And not even that is doing the darn dishes. So there's that's sort of you go all over, but yet you stay your same room. There's not packing and unpacking. That's one of my favorite modes of travel. And probably my most favorite destination on the planet is Alaska.
Oh, wow.
It's so remote, but yet it's so beautiful. And that would be a must-see if I was going to recommend a number one place to any.
That's on my list too, to get up there for sure. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, Linda, this is so wonderful. And you are so blessed to have a family to experience all of this with as well. And,
yes.
And to have your daughter set you up with a website and all the social media channels, that's kind of like your launching pad. So that's
yes,
wonderful. How cool is that?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I would like to say that I really appreciate that. And my other daughter is a registered nurse. And so I am blessed. Yes. And I am blessed with good health, but I work hard at being healthy, which I would really like to stress is very important to do, to covet good health.
Yep.
Really, really enjoy yourself, but you have to work at it a little bit for whatever works for you.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not eating so much, cutting back on some junk food now and then, but just little things here and there make a huge cumulative difference.
Indeed. Yeah. I mean, you said it best, if you don't have your health, you don't have anything. So you can't help other people as well. So that's the foundation. So yeah.
Yes, that's correct. Absolutely correct. Yes.
Good stuff. Well, thank you very much, Linda, for not only being with us today, but being an inspiration. You've inspired me. I'm going to probably go for a run this afternoon now. So thank you.
Well, good. Then mission accomplished.
Indeed.
And everybody, it's walking or just baby steps on whatever your goals are. But it's very, very important to have a goal set.
Yep. That's right. And just taking the dog for a walk, for crying out loud, is even something, so.
Absolutely. My dog suffered a seizure in the spring and very beginning of the pandemic. And the thing that nursed her back to health was taking these very, very long walks.
Yep.
Walking is good for every being.
I agree.
Yes, I cannot say enough about walking.
Indeed. Well, good stuff, Linda. Anything else to share? And where can we find you on Facebook and Instagram as well? So
yes. Well, my website is lindaontherun.com.
Okay.
And my Facebook is lindaontherun.com. Linda on the Run /Facebook.
Gotcha.
And my Instagram is Linda on the Run Official.
Got it. Okay. We'll put all that stuff in the show notes.
I would just like to say, don't waste a day. Don't waste a minute of the day. It doesn't matter how old you are. It's never too late. Life is not a dress rehearsal. We do not get a second chance at life. So start small, be creative. Yes, step outside of your comfort zone. And gosh, we can all do it. We can all do it. If I can do it, we can all do it. Just take it slow and be realistic and baby steps.
Indeed. Great message to end on. Linda, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Well done.
My pleasure. My pleasure.